Chris, and ain't nobody reporting on that. Ain't nobody talking about him releasing no singing a music video. The week's winner supposedly was kidnapped, and he released a video for a music song, and like it's all calculated. And now he ain't even made a song. He don't do shit. So I get people not liking my content because I'm very vocal about what I say. But last night it really didn't matter because it seems like nobody really was talking about John and Brianna. They were talking about Shelby doing ski lines and releasing them women's numbers, and that's not okay.
Right.
And you know what? I don't know if y'all stuff kind of mirrors mine, but all that shit be smoke and mirrors. They be working together to create manufactured drama behind the scenes, and then they do shit to cover each other's asses on this app. That's what I've
manufactured. Yes, and that's it. Manufactured. Exactly.
And it's good till it isn't, until it happens to them. It's fine till it happens to them.
There's so much manufactured bullshit that happens with stories and storylines and fake pregnancies and fake lives and fake narratives and fake pages, and it's fake. All of it's fake.
But what's gotten so on this side, Monty's mom, is like with Shelby, if you go against John, or 2K is his name, because me and Queen stuck up for Bree, and just as a woman, as a mother, wanting her to do better, we were the problem and we got attacked for that.
Yeah.
Queen got videos made about her.
To me, supporting Desiree. If you like, everybody's got an opinion on this app, and that's fine. We all shouldn't have the same opinion. You know, we're entitled to them. But attacking people and trying to dox people and trying to lie on people based on their opinion or what they align with, that's crazy.
Use their past against them. That's what they're doing. But
Queen, you're all choppy, baby. You lost your little signal.
Oh, okay, I'm back. I was driving, but is Desiree's the one that got the little girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I support her.
Little girl, little boy.
Desiree, yes. And the stories and the lies that were told on her, and they had a whole smear campaign launched against her before she ever came to this app to tell her story. Like, what I have seen and discovered playing Inspector Gadget behind protecting her, like, it took me time to even be able to explain it to anybody because it sounds crazy what I've discovered, right? Like that they really are sitting behind the scenes, aligning themselves in these viral stories in order to try to drag or create, you know, riff-raff bullshit that isn't true. And I'm assuming that's exactly what's happening with y'all because they're everywhere and they align with every viral story. So they're going to be in the Brian Santos circle just as well as they're in the Resilient Jenkins circle and any other viral story on this app.
You got that right.
Just my own personal opinion from what I've experienced after 90 days of targeted cyber stalking and being taunted with my child's death. Like, that's serious business. It's uncivilized behavior. I don't understand why people, I mean, they pick what they think will touch you the most. If it's your looks, they're going to talk about your looks. If it's your deceased child, that's what they're going for. Whatever, your past. Don't have a mugshot on this damn internet. It's over with.
And this is not my first round with Shelby. This is round 2 for me. The first time when I got drama on the internet and I was a mess. I had to take like a little break. But this time, I'm just clapping back. It ain't bothered me at all. But it's hard.
Because this time you got me as a friend, and I don't play when it comes to you. And I'm not with all this internet shit, all this look, okay, they can find something safe to do. I keep telling people, find something fucking safe to do.
Thank you.
Because the way I love you, you and I, we go together real bad. And I don't make a lot of noise on this internet, but when it comes to you, I will make all the noise in the damn world. Shelby got a girl's name anyway, so I feel like it's a fair fucking fight.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like how dirty Shelby plays, and then Crash Out Kaylee. I'm not talking bad on her or anything, but when I had drama with both of them, ooh, it was bad because I was having people make profiles and stuff, but I think every person that did that to me came back and apologized to me is what's funny once they got to know me.
Well, I think they better be careful because I'm about to meet this goal with this GoFundMe, and I won't be all in the limelight having to act a certain way because I'm, spearheading such a good cause. And when I'm no longer in the limelight, then I can act a whole donkey, and I'll be going into all his lives talking hella shit.
That's right.
We can get banana. You can send me the whole edible arrangement. I don't care about this app. They can edible arrangement me all the way off of it. I'll come back with another page like everybody else do.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna promote it, Nova.
Girl, a whole donkey. You hear me kicking shit everywhere and everything. Maybe I shouldn't even say a donkey. I should say like a gorilla because I'm gonna just throw shit everywhere.
Because we've had.
Girl, and that's why I didn't give them any information about me because I knew all of them were sketchy. Nobody's asked me or been like, okay, come sit with me, join forces. But I wouldn't even do anything like that because it's not even worth it because them attacking Brianna, attacking Desiree, if they don't have adequate facts, it's looking like they're the bad guy. Like everybody's gonna eventually be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like they're gonna start questioning things like they are about this money. They're questioning where's the money going to. Go past the slide.
Oh, good call.
Okay.
No idea. They must be as hateful as him, honestly.
I mean, and the one thing I will say that I've said with
agree,
Desiree
Lynn.
for the last 18 months, the truth stands by itself. Lies are what have to be carried. And now that all of, now there's documentaries, the Kursai has done things and brought out, court records and everything is aligning with what Desiree said it was in the beginning. So the truth will stand outside of all the lies that are told. You just have to be strong enough to stand with the truth outside of the attacks and everything else that happens. That's the hard part. The hard part is being attacked on a daily basis, in whatever way it is. Whether somebody's going live for 8 hours talking shit about you or taunting you with your child's death every day. Like,
and that's messed up. Like somebody should literally step in and say, hey, that's not okay. Like, why did they do that?
Oh, baby, like I had to go, like, I don't really do police work, right? But they said they were going to dig my son up and put him on my porch.
What?
Everything in my mother mind was like, they can't do that. He's in a vault. Everything in my right mind said that's impossible.
Out of them, dog.
But everything in my mama mind was
this is already fucking with my mind, so I know it fucked with yours.
Yeah, but everything in my mama mind, I had to call the cemetery. Like, look, he's not in my yard. He's in y'all yard. So this is what's happening. I supported this woman on TikTok. It's embarrassing to even have to call a cemetery and say some shit like this.
And who said they was doing this? Shelby?
No, I'm not in the Shelby shit. This is Donna Hobson, Mama D, Internet T. That's who did this to me. And she's got a little buddy named Hannah. And Hannah's the one who Morgan on here who did the mukbang to the Jenkins or whatever.
Oh yes, I remember Morgan.
Yeah, her little sister. Yeah, I don't like her either. She behind a lot of this bullshit too. Let me call it, but I just don't have the evidence to back it.
Well, you got you a support, so I'm so glad you came up here. No Mama Drama. I'm so glad you gave her. Yeah, because this shit, people got to be called out. Because see, they would have had to drop their location off good. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Angie. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't do police. You hear me? Like, I definitely did my homework. The girl lives in Maryland. I'm near Chicago. I've taken road trips to South Carolina and everywhere else. It ain't nothing to jump in a car and go see somebody, right?
That's what I'm saying, right.
But the cemetery said, look, in order to protect your son's grave in case somebody does try to desecrate it, there's insurance. Like, I've already paid for his headstone. Funerals are expensive. So if they did do something to his grave, I needed to go get a police report so that the cemetery's insurance would cover it. So when I went to go get my police report and the police started asking me questions on how we got here, it turned into a whole major crimes investigation. They determined I had been targeted cyber stalking, and there's people involved in that, and it was disgusting. And even though this girl is under like major investigation and it's federal because it crosses state lines and all these other things, yeah, it takes time. Almost like that Unwanted Caller movie on Netflix. They got to run IPs and drop phones and all this stuff. So while we're sitting here in the investigation, she continues to go live. She continues to lie on my baby and say that he was speeding and it was a car accident that he was killed in. Unalive, I'm sorry. I'm not good on this app yet. but she says he was the one who was the perpetrator and not the victim. The police reconstructed the scene for 6 hours. My baby was not at fault in the accident. The boy who took his life had gotten his license less than 24 hours before he took my son's life. Yes. He was an inexperienced driver. But my son, Monty, you know, the things that they've said, I've never had anybody threaten to dig him up and put him on my porch up until now. And from TikTok drama, because I supported a mother who's been alienated from her child, because I have the fight in me to fight for somebody else's child, because mine's not here anymore. The Lord took my son. There's no chance on getting him back. I'm not being kept from him by another parent for no reason. So I decided to help this mother fight for her baby, because I got hella fight left in me now. Just because Monty ain't here with us doesn't mean his mama ain't got fight for any woman and any mother and any child. So because I took that stance, I was attacked in some of the most vile ways. So what's happening to No Mama Drama with this Shelby stuff came after my attack. Like that's how her and I met, was through that attack. And yeah.
Yeah, I did a video for her son. I'm like, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna get to know Monty. And it turned into a beautiful thing. But that woman continues to do that, continues to get on here and do this.
Yeah. And then she said she didn't, I mean, we have the evidence that she made the page. Everything's been submitted to the authorities. You know, there's a detective on the case. But even just a few days ago, you know, even though she's saying she didn't do any of this stuff, she was in a live and proceeded to continue to talk about my son and, you know, her adult child. Listen here, baby girl, 25 years old. You haven't lived enough years to understand what it's like to have to bury your firstborn child and pick out their casket and write their obituary. I wouldn't care if he was 2, 22, 42. That is not the cycle of life. We are not supposed to bury our children. Right. So yeah, the attacks that have been made on me while I'm trying to heal and love and light and do the right things, and I got a whole little Monty movement of spreading kindness through random acts of love, and I mean, it's just crazy out here in these TikTok streets.
But they think it's okay, and the reason they're doing it is because you don't like who they don't like, who they like.
And if they feel like some types of power and control to be able to try to scare you or intimidate you by telling you they know where you live or they know your name. Or listen, we are all grown women. Maybe I'm on Auntie's mama. Yeah, my name is Kristen Swanson. I didn't bring it to that, but I'm not scared if you call me by it.
Oh, because I am who I am. Too, Queen, this is going to blow your mind too. We'll call you by your side piece. There's a profile of a woman claiming to be Drew's side piece Jenkins. Oh, right? That's her.
Yeah, she's behind that page. And then the advocate who was initially helping Desiree, this woman has admitted to having worked with her. So there was a whole smear campaign, and the advocate was involved in the smear campaign, which is looking real obvious now.
The lady with the red hair?
Yes, she's done nothing but smear Desiree.
Why did she do that?
Girl, I still haven't figured it out. And I am so tight with Desiree. She told Desiree it wasn't her. That's the only excuse she gave. Like, that's all.
So is that why they had to start a new GoFundMe?
Yes.
The new GoFundMe, I launched it, and it's because we're going to trial so that Desiree can get full custody of her son. So that costs money.
So the lady with the red hair is a scammer too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Did they get the money for the did Desiree get the money? She did get the money to go to court, because I did.
She got the first, like, so back when that lady she raised through a GoFundMe, but then when she did live, she would say, donate to my Zelle, my PayPal. She was collecting off, you know, in other areas.
Yeah, so, like on the back end. Girl.
Desiree was able to get the GoFundMe money from the first, you know, part, but all that other money. So that woman went into a place and said that, into a Discord chat, and said that Desiree funded $16,000. Well, the GoFundMe only garnished 10, so where's the other 6? And she's never provided receipts or anything, you know, just a whole bunch of word salad.
Just empty promises.
And as soon as we launched a new GoFundMe, then she started making more videos to try to discredit Desiree, discredit me, discredit the new GoFundMe. Just anything she could do to continue to keep Desiree, but then said in the video, I believe that Desiree should have her son. Well, then why are you saying and doing all these things that take away from her to get, you know, to
get her kid back?
Like, it's terrible.
That's crazy. That's why I didn't trust people. Yeah, these people have came up with a way to scam people who are like either victims by circumstances, or they're vulnerable to situations like Desiree's and like Brianna's and John's, and it's not good at all. It's just shady. I need me some motherfucking coffee. I had to go up here. Bitch, I was going to a food bank because I said I refuse to buy any motherfucking food for Thanksgiving. I'm going to every motherfucking food bank.
I know that's right. Get you about 4 turkeys.
And gonna make a video about me, bitch. I wish I would spend X amount of money and there's so many people giving away free fucking food. As if.
We know that.
That is so bad though. Like, I really feel bad. I definitely do feel bad for Desiree because she's been on here trying, and Stephanie, girl, for her to still be in this fucking hotel living like this, and it's going on a year and a half. It's not
girl
good.
And listen, I have conversations with her mother, and I've talked to her mother, and like the behind the scenes shit that I know to be true, she be nobody breaking up with nobody. Been trying to act like, oh, Drew left me here, she needs to come get her son. No, Drew's sitting right there beside her. She's doing all the things, almost like bootstrap Becky. If I play like I'm a single mom, I'll get more help and I'll garnish more sympathy. She's not trying to do anything for herself because she wants somebody to hand it to her. She wants somebody to give her a free fucking ride. Here's a house, here's a car, here's $10,000 a month. Even when she was talking about leaving Drew, and her mama was like, well, what are you planning on doing? I'm going to be a content creator. I'm going to homeschool the girls. Girl, you are so backwards and uneducated. Don't do your babies like that.
She's illiterate, so I wouldn't.
Dude, I would not let her watch my fucking grass. I would not let her watch my grass. She would try to mop it with bleach and pine sol and kill it off rip.
Yeah.
I think she shuffles those kids around that one room trying to make content. It's so sad. They need their space. Those little girls, they need their, like my girls, I don't know, they're teenagers. They need their rooms to go retreat.
Her daughters are getting to puberty age. They're about to start their cycles in that room with
it's gonna be so uncomfortable
men that they've barely been around for a few years. That's a strange man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be uncomfortable, really. It's gonna start a learning curve or a growth spot. Like they're gonna be like stuck.
And I mentioned it the other day in a live. Cursed Eye did a video. She did a whole documentary on this whole situation with her and her husband that she's married to, who's a PDF file, who touched her daughters and all this stuff. Well, in those court documents, there was a confession that her brother and her were exchanging, icky pictures with each other while they lived under the same roof with their mama. The sexual deviance that is that woman, she shouldn't be nowhere around anybody's children, let alone Desiree's son, who is not a part of her. She's not.
I just think that they need to get out somebody. But this is Portland, Oregon, and I went through Portland. I visited there 2 years ago, and like downtown is like nothing but potheads. It's like a Skid Row for California. But
when I go to Portland, I get off the train, I get in my auntie's vehicle, and I go straight out of town. I'm out.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's nowhere to linger. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, and they live on the Blade. They live on the Blade. They live when Arlita, she's in the chat right now. When she is pulled up to pick up the baby, there's
and that's so crazy because let me tell you how the Blade works. To work the Blade. When I went to Portland, my homeboy my friend that I was visiting with, he wanted to stay at this random hotel, and I was like, no, because I had been on Skid Row, so I know what to look for. When I tell you, girls was coming out the woodwork just walking like because we were trying to get airport, and the Blade is like.
Yep, that's where they live, right there.
The airport. So you gotta pass through it. When I say they was walking, baby, they came out at night, just the night walkers, the 304s, they're there, girl. Oh,
yes, crazy. Those are their neighbors. Those are who hang out with the kids every day.
So she live in that area?
Yes, probably right where you drove past is where she at.
Or the hotel is in that area.
If you saw the prostitutes and then
Mentioned they are close to the airport.
It's
right,
like
if you saw the prostitutes,
it's a gas station.
Good morning,
Girl,
Austin.
this is crazy.
yes, that's exactly where they live. The gas station is up the way. Yes, ma'am. And the prostitutes
That's
are on one
embarrassing.
side and the smokers are on the other. Yes, ma'am. That's where they live at.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Bingo.
And you wouldn't think nothing about it because like they got the same shit in California, but it's not as there's Portland is real small, but they got the girls, y'all, they was coming out working, and I was telling my friend, no, we need to get closer to the airport because somebody could rob us, because we had a 4 a.m. flight, so it didn't make sense for us to stay at the hotel. But we wasn't staying nowhere near the Blade. We was staying like on the outskirts. That's just the only way to get to the airport. So I said, man, we just might as well stay at this motherfucking airport. And that's what we just did. But I am like crazy that she lives right there with the kids and nobody is like, bitch, this is crazy. Come on, baby, you can go.
Oh, I can give the update of the live from yesterday.
It's on Reddit.
Hey, Arlita, girl, we love you.
Everybody messes with Reddit. We here. So what had happened yesterday was I got a bad signal that she was live. She wasn't in a sub only. So everybody jumped over there to her live. And when I mean everybody that support Desiree and Arlita. We showed up in masses into her live, right? Mm-hmm. Arlita asked everybody. Arlita sent her a request to get in the box to try to talk to her. She had a lot to say. At one point, she said she was ready to deal with Arlita one-on-one. Like,
hold on, who?
Girl, when I tell you.
Damn, I forgot the lady name.
She was so disgusting. She had butter on her teeth. She stuck her
Stephanie
tongue out.
did.
Burped and belched and farted and carried on. She said that she only sent the kids to school for socialization because the shit that they're taught there, you can best believe they unlearn it as soon as they walk in the door. There a bunch of lies.
The thing is, the people in Portland, it's these people, like it's not a lot of black people. First of all, when I got off the airplane to get to Portland, Oregon, I only seen one black people. And it told me everything I need to know. And we drove the coast. We went from Portland all the way to California and then back around. And we didn't see nobody until we got to California that was of color. And so I feel like Portland let Stephanie get away with shit because that's it. That's all. Because if she was black and she had
the complexion of protection.
Hotel, they would have had her shit.
Yeah, she's got the complexion of protection.
The complexion of that's it. Because if she was any other race, even if she was Mexican, that girl, first of all, if she was Hispanic, she would have been picked up by ICE.
I mean, her husband, who she's still married to, who caused trauma to her daughters. She has already bragged to us that she knows the CPS system and she knows how to cross her T's and dot her I's. She ain't worried about CPS because she knows what they're looking for and she knows how to hide what she's doing.
Do they not care if, for gardening, if CPS is involved?
I mean, it hasn't gotten Desiree custody of her son yet. Like, Portland, I swear to God, I was about to ask you, Queen, did you have to take the Polar Express to get there? Because I be telling my people, Arlene and all them, I love them. I'm like, but it's not a real place. All this shit that is happening to these kids and the whole wide world is watching it unfold and, nothing can be done to help save these children. It's terrible. I say it's not a real place. You got to take the Polar Express to get there. But you're talking about you got off an airplane, so apparently it's a real place.
Girl, listen, I was on the we went because my friend, he travels, and so he was going to Portland, Oregon, because we drove the coast and we touched down in Portland. Right, boom, get off the plane. It's so small because I just went to Green Bay. It's smaller than Wisconsin, girl. And if you think Wisconsin, bitch, ain't shit there. So we get off the plane and I only see one, look, it's a fucking fly. I only saw one black person. So I'm like, okay, bitch, is it safe? Like, is it down south? Like, what's good? So then once you get in Portland, it's busy. There's shops. It's like downtown is nice. It's touristy. So anywhere downtown, it's okay, but it's a limit. It's not a lot of color. Okay. It's not a lot of blacks. downtown Portland, it's like a few, but it's not many, and it's nice. It's not nasty. But once you leave out of downtown, once you leave by the airport, bitch, you in the hood. You're in the ghetto. You in the slumps of Portland. Everybody's high. Listen, I'm talking about you can just smoke drugs on the street. It's like Skid Row where everybody's smoking drugs, doing stuff, and I'm not talking about no weed. They're high off of other stuff. It's crazy, and you can just be out in the open doing it too. It's not very privacy. That's why when people be like, oh, is she on drugs or is she coming down, well, whatever she's doing has to be legal. It's definitely legal, because when I went there downtown, mind you,
F1, don't say
yeah, once you leave downtown, it's nothing but nature, woods, and the ocean, and like people who live out, it's nothing but a coast. It's like the coast of the ocean, and people who choose to live on the outskirts. But everybody's high, and I'm talking about on that shit. That's why I didn't understand Trump putting the National Guard there, because it's really nobody's fighting. These people are so intoxicated, they won't fight with you. They're so high that they will probably just like ask you for money for drugs and keep it pushing.
They did a naked bike ride. When I saw that part, like that's what they doing for the naked bike ride to the ICE detention center. I love it.
Yeah, and that's crazy. But to keep them kids in a situation that could really cause them harm, and there is an active parent besides Drew. Like Stephanie's not even Drew's like mother, cousin, auntie. She's nothing to be like, oh, well, I care about him and he wants to be with his sister. Bitch, if you cared about them kids, you wouldn't still be in a hotel room.
And her daughters are not his sisters. Her daughters are two little girls who are already groomed by their father, who have already been hurt.
Oh, so the daddy is the white man that's locked up.
Her husband, yes, is the white man that's locked up.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, oh my God.
And then the two youngest kids are...
He's locked up for assault schmexual with his mom on his mother.
Shit.
Well, no, he's not locked up for his mother currently. His mother he had already done that to his mother before he met Stephanie. And his mother sat down with Stephanie and said, this is who he is. You should probably not deal with him. And she was like, no, I love him. I love him and he's mine. And not only did she marry him after knowing that he had done that to his mother and a child, I think his niece at that point, then she gave him two daughters to play with while she was at work. And then...
So them kids ain't even Drew's kids.
The two older girls, the white girls? No.
Yeah. I thought they was mixed. That is crazy.
She only met him on Facebook dating and knew him like all of a week and some change before she invaded that apartment and moved them girls in. She admitted on a live they've never been on a date. All she has done is kept her ass wet and been a cum rag to that man and continued. She's been pregnant 3 times in 3 years.
And I got almost 50 people in here, and there's a GoFundMe on Monty's mom's page.
Yes, if you feel so inclined to try to help this situation, the Monty movement is spearheading the GoFundMe to pay for Desiree's attorney to get finalized custody order for her.
Yeah, okay, so that's the GoFundMe. It was another creator that posted the GoFundMe too. So
yes, ma'am, I've been flooding. I'm
so
definitely
that's the same one. That's the same GoFundMe.
Yes, ma'am. The GoFundMe you're seeing now, I'm spearheading it. I'm Monty's mama. The Monty movement is backing it. You're seeing flyers and updates every day because that's how it should have been done in the beginning. That's transparency. Yeah. The advocate that was helping originally definitely threw Desiree under the bus. I believe she was very much involved in the smear campaign. The GoFundMe is in the Pink Tea's bio. It's in Arlito's bio. It's in my bio. You can find it anywhere. If you feel something, every dollar helps. Every dollar helps.
Who ended up being a scam artist, in my opinion.
We are so close to our goal. We are already past, I think we're at like $6,400 this morning. It's only been launched for 10 days right now, but the sooner we get that money to the attorney, the better off we are in the event that Drew does something that we can get an emergency order for. As of right now, he has not violated the order that the judge put in place. Granted, things are super crazy, but the order hasn't been violated.
And his mother has room for him in a loving home.
His mother absolutely has room for him. His mother is stable. She has a job. She works 12-hour days. She has custody of her other son. She co-parents with her other her other children's fathers wonderfully. She used to co-parent well with Drew too until Stephanie got involved. That's what changed the dynamic of that relationship.
They want you to think that Drew was a Stephanie came and helped him. No, it was literally like
Stephanie came and invaded that apartment. If you watched it unfold when they had the apartment belonged to Andrew, and he was granted that apartment because he had Deshawn. And Deshawn had the bedroom, and Andrew slept on the couch. He invaded. She took Deshawn's bedroom away from him. She took his dad away from him. And then she took his home away from him. And now he's stuck in a fucking prison cell with her and the maggots and the roaches and all of it. Mm-hmm. Mama Spice, she doesn't have her son because his dad alienated him. Well, his dad allowed his girlfriend to alienate him. They were co-parenting just fine. Desiree was involved with Andrew up until the moment that Stephanie's girls witnessed Desiree being there when their mama wasn't and told off. And then at that point, they stopped answering the door. They stopped answering the phone. And Portland is a broken system. It was a civil matter. The police would not get involved. Desiree filed emergency papers, but it wasn't considered an emergency. She's been filing and fighting for her son on her own since 2022, but without legal knowledge and being able to do it properly, she didn't get very far. So now we've got her an attorney. We've made hella strides. We're trying to finalize this court order so that she's got a final custody order for her son, where she is the primary parent and she has full custody and she can take him home. And she doesn't want to keep him from his dad. She's not that type of woman. So she has no.
She waited as long as she could hold off to.
I mean, she still doesn't. She doesn't want to have these discussions. That's why our leader or I, mostly Arlita or I, that's where you can get the truth from. If other people are speaking on it, I can guarantee you they haven't spoken to Des. They've gotten the information from Arlita or I, or watching live and gathering information. But Desiree speaks, she doesn't like to not give up, but to discuss all of this. I mean, you have to keep in mind, it's her real life. Like, she's being taunted with her son being held away from her. And the only way she was before being able to see him was on this app.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mama Spice. We have withstood. I mean, I don't know if you were in here, but they made a whole page about my deceased son. They have attacked us in ways that are so vile. It has been a nightmare. Standing beside Desiree and standing for what's right has been one of the hardest journeys that I have been on. But I refuse to walk away from her because that's what they've wanted. They've tried to break her support system in every fashion that they could by attacking everybody individually and as a whole. And we've crawled out of that. And just like I said, the truth will stand by itself. Lies have to be carried. And the lies that they told on her have been debunked, and they have been proven time and time again.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Assess95. I appreciate that. I don't like to take credit for that. I'm too humble for that. Desiree has a village behind her. I might be the loudest. I might be the one that stands with her every time, but that's how I got involved. You know, she saw the internet eating her up and she was scared to come on here and tell her story based on the way people were talking to her. And I promised her I had her back and I wasn't going to let these people do nothing to her. And I've stood, I'm just a woman of my word. I'm really nothing special. I know how to love. I'm a good friend. Thank you, Sparkle. You know I'm going to get justice. I'm coming for it all. I love you, girl.
Justice for real, for real. I agree.
I had to fight for justice for Monty. I've had to fight for justice for other injustices, and I've fought for Desiree and Deshawn now this long. It's not over till it's over. And to be perfectly honest, honest, through all of this, the friendships that I've made and the people that I've met, these are lifelong. These are family. Arlita's like my little niecey poo and her sons, and watching them grow. True's like a little sister. I have met some of the most amazing women, and I know it's going to be a lifelong. This isn't just a for now. We've been doing 18 months like a prison bid. We'll be attached forever. Just like you, Nodramamama. You ain't getting rid of me now neither. You're in for the long haul.
I say it like this: we can't ever not be friends because the bitch knows too much. I'd have to kill her.
Right. We got to share.
She is an angel. She really is. I'm so thankful I met her through all this, because we talk outside the app, and she checks on me, I check on her, and it's just a good support system. If she's talking to True, we'll wire her in on the call.
Yeah, we have party lines out here. Like how this box looks, my phone be looking like this with 5.
Whole party group chat thing.
Oh, I figured out through like Google Meets, we can do like a whole, I don't know how many people. We had like 5 in there last night. We could have our cameras on, and it's just like having a conversation like this, but not on TikTok. It was pretty dope. We're learning other avenues to play on.
Yeah,
TikTok
but
can
I'm
be a really
thankful
beautiful
I've met
place.
some amazing people. It sucks to have the drama sometimes come at you.
It was really nice to have a little bit of privacy last night. That was.
And I think, this app, first of all, it was designed for kids. The kids were
I'm
coming
sorry,
on here
sis.
under Musically or whatever and doing little dances. TikTok is really, there's teenagers, there's kids on this app, and as mothers, as women, like, first of all, if my 13-year-old daughter can get on this app and scroll, I don't want her looking at the kink breeding bullshit that is Stephanie Thompson. Jeremiah's wife should not be monetized and on this app to be having this type of a platform. We need
And
to
what
start
is she
better
doing
to
with the
try to
damn
clean
money?
it up.
Like, why are they not in a living situation?
Because
It's
Drew is living an active addiction. Everybody tiptoes around it. I have confirmed it time and time again. That man is in active addiction. And until he gets himself out of active addiction, he's not going to be any good for any of his children. He does not like that girl, and he does not like being a parent. Clearly. He does not like Stephanie. If he liked Stephanie at all, she wouldn't be living in a damn prison, one room. That's not how she would be living if he liked her at all.
him hooked up. And that gaming system is like a rug itself. It's a way to check out. And he's always on that thing checked out. You can tell. I think he tries now for his channel to put a little bit of a front on. But yeah, we've dealt with, y'all, that there was a girl that acted like she was having an affair with Drew Jenkins to get clout on TikTok. That's true.
Actually, what's up, Sparkle? What's your question, baby? There's 2 now that are calling themselves side piece. The first initial side piece account that's now under some cupcake or whatever. I believe it's run by like 3 different people. And the second one, it's just people trying to align themselves with viral stories for clout.
It's just,
Because if I say that I'm Drew's side piece and I'm that girl actually jumped in my inbox though, the first Drew side piece, and said that the only reason she did it initially was they were going to spam his gaming and get him kicked off the game. And then they started, but she sent him pictures of her no square, and he sent him picture, they sent nudies and some more shit. He actually left Stephanie at home in the room to go pick the girl up from the airport because she lied and said she was flying in. So he definitely was. He thought it was real, and the only reason why it didn't materialize is because the girl was just playing.
yeah.
Yes, the children. We're trying to help the children. I believe that Deshaun's removal and getting to go home with his mom will be the catalyst to help the rest of the kids. I also have been in touch with Stephanie's mother and have offered her to help in any way we can to help save the other children too, because the kids didn't ask to be here. And I think the whole world is tired of watching these children be neglected and abused via TikTok. They're being exploited for financial gain that doesn't even benefit them.
True. It's so sad.
Questions, Sparkle?
Oh,